In this module, we're going to take a look at how you can add a quiz or a test to your training program and to your course. First of all, from the Manage Training page, you go to Manage and you click on the eyeball icon. And both of these are the same. You can add either a quiz or a test. The process is the same. So for our purposes, let's go ahead and add a quiz and walk through it. So we're going to call this Practice Quiz. So you give your quiz a name and you say, I want my students to have at least a 95% passing score. Of course, you can change this to anything you want. And then you say, well, I want them to take it once, or I want them to take it a limited amount of times. Or in this case, I'm going to say specified number. Okay, I want them to take it at least or no more than 3 times. Okay, not a problem. Here we can click on if we want to highlight the incorrect answers in red. If we want to change up the order every time they take the quiz, we can mark here random order. If we have a specific image that we need to display on each quiz or test question, we would click on this box here, upload, and bring that image on to the software. Here's where you would enter your description. And this is important because if a student is taking a quiz or a test, you want to let them know what to expect. Make sure you carve out at least 45 minutes for this quiz, for an example, or this quiz consists of 35 questions, etc., etc. Here's where you would put additional details that, again, show up on the main page before they take the quiz. And this is important. So we're just going to put here test. We're not going to really enter a lot of information, but I just want you to see what happens when you create a quiz. So here we have practice quiz. And again, this would apply to a test as well. So now the question becomes, okay, I've created the quiz. Now, how do I add questions? Good question. So you come here, notice there's a plus sign. So you click on the plus sign, and then you have 3 choices of questions. Let's start with multiple choice so you can see how it's done. Okay, and we're just going to enter the question, the color of, or let's back up and ask the question, what is the color of the sun? Okay, the sun, here is the description, is a great sight to behold. And again, we're just simplifying this. Let's put a time limit for your multiple choice question of 1 minute. If you want to add an image for this specific question, you can, but you don't have to. All you would have to do is click on browse and upload the information or the image. So notice that every time I click here, it will expand once I put in the information. So what is the color of the sun? This is a multiple choice. So here I will put green, and notice here marks 0. Now I'm going to write yellow. This is my answer, as long as I can type well. Here's my answer, and I'm going to mark here this is the correct answer, and then I'm going to put here the score, 10 points. And then I'm going to say purple, and I can say red, and all I have to do to eliminate this other box or this other section is click on the X and it goes away. Now once I've done that, you can see the right answer is yellow. I click on save, and again, you can add more. You can add 7, 8, 9 multiple choice questions, but what you'll notice here is the information is already here. I can again add or upload a new file if I need to, or if I say, I just want to edit this. Okay, I can go back and I can edit the information. Now, for our purposes here, let's just close this. Let's add another type of question. So we click on the plus sign again, and now we're going to add a fill in the blanks question, okay, or statement. Let's say the color of the sun is, and notice what we have to do. We have to make this just like this section here below. Okay, so we're going to put in yellow, and then we're going to come here, and then we're going to underline this as they have it. And now when the person is taking, we're not going to put a description here, but when the person is taking the quiz, then what will happen is they need to enter this yellow section here below. Let's put marks, 10 minutes, time limit 1. So it'll say the color of the sun is, and it'll show up as a blank, and they need to type in the word yellow. So let's save this. That'll be question number 2. And then let's go ahead and add one more question, practice question number 3. One of my favorites, the true and false question. Okay, and here's the statement. The color of the sun, you already know where this is going, is yellow. We're not going to put a description in this case, but let's put marks again. 10 points, 1 time limit, and then I'm going to say what? It's true. The color of the sun is yellow. And then that's all. You click on save. And then now we've just added our 3 questions. Okay, so here's the information. Again, if you need to delete something, you click here, select the delete button. If you need to manage your questions, you click on the first icon here. If you need to if you need to manage your upload, you click on here. If you need to edit the content of the question, you click on edit. So that's basically how you add a quiz, and the same thing applies adding a test. And again, if you want to move the quiz in the middle, or if you want to move it back, whatever way you rearrange it is fine. That's the beauty of this software. You can customize your training for your specific needs.